Hey everybody, this is the first in a series of short videos that I'm going to put together to just be kind of quick tips for using Top Producer, and we'll do some Market Snapshot ones as well. I thought we'd start with the very basics, which is how to add a contact. Because you can add a contact 5 or 6 different ways, that might be confusing, although it's designed to make it easier. So let me show you those couple of different ways, and maybe that will make it simpler going forward. So there's at least 2 or 3 ways you can add a contact into your system on the mobile. There's a couple here on the desktop that we're looking at now. If you've got a database of contacts, either in another system now or maybe in a spreadsheet or something like that, what you're going to want to do is just call the helpline. They'll ask you to send that information to them, and then they'll do it for you. So can't get easier than that. Here is the number for that: 800-830-8300. Just call them up, tell them what you're trying to do. They'll probably ask you to send the spreadsheet, and you're good to go. But if you want to add a contact, let's start with the mobile, because again, there's a couple of different ways you can do that. So let me bring up my phone so you can see it. Okay, so if I go into Top Producer on the mobile, which is just topproducer8i.com/m. You'll notice at the top right hand side here is this plus button. That gets you to a lot of functionality. So hit that plus button and we'll just deal with contacts. I can add a contact by hitting the first icon there. So click that. Here I can add a contact. I can determine their status. I can pick the contact type right here and fill out all the stuff that I need to fill out. And as soon as you do that, they'll also be in your database on the computer. Okay, so that's one way. Now, if you happen to be in the contact section, the blue section, scrolling through your contacts, also at the top right-hand side here, you'll notice the little person with a plus. You can hit that. Do the same thing there. Okay. So from almost anywhere, you can add that contact. Because regardless of where you are in the mobile system, if you use your finger and pull down, you'll see that arrow at the top right. That will allow you to add a contact from anywhere. Okay? The other way to do it on a mobile is through the little Quick Lead application that I probably showed you. So that's this one with the red star on it. And that is accessed by going to quicklead.realtor.com. No www on that. You have to log in with your Top Producer username so it knows where to send the information. And that's it. Go ahead and put your first name, last name, email, phone, any notes. That person will end up in your Top Producer as a lead that you can now work with. All right, so there's 2 or 3 different ways on the mobile alone. So let's look at the desktop. Let's close this down. Okay, so if you're on the desktop on the main page, which we're on now, and you hover over contacts here at the top, I can add a contact or I can add a lead. Don't let that confuse you. Either one puts the contact into your database. The only difference here is if you add contact, they show up in the future category. Right now I can change that to be whatever makes the most sense, but we default it to future if it's a contact. If we say it's add a lead, because we're calling it a lead, we default it to the new category. But again, you could pick either one here. Just make sure your contact status is correct and it doesn't make any difference. So there's 5 or 6 ways you can add a contact into your database. Very quick and very easy. Hope that helped. And any questions or suggestions for me, let me know. Thanks, everybody.